Hey guys, Brian and I just made it to Lexington to Full Fan Taxidermy. We're going to go in here and meet up with our good friend Ed Hancock, and Ed's going to give us a couple quick tips on what to do with your bird from the field to the taxidermist. Let's go in here and talk to Ed. Well guys, we're here with our local taxidermist Ed Hancock at Full Fan Taxidermy, and Ed's going to bring us a couple tips from the field to the taxidermist. Now Ed, we just pulled the trigger and our bird's flopping on the ground. What do we need to do?
Well, Steve, you know, that's a very good point and question. First thing that I know what you said there, the bird's flopping. We want to get on that bird, people, as soon and as quick as we possibly can to eliminate as much of that flopping that we can. Because what happens is these feathers right here on the scapulars or on the shoulders, it's just like rubbing them on sandpaper. They're going to get all frayed and knocked off. But that being said, once you get your bird under control, your bird, you know, is dead. What I like for you to do is you kind of take, you can put this in your backpack, your vest. It doesn't take up any room at all. And all this is, it's just a Ziploc bag, either some toilet paper, paper towels, and a piece of string. What I want you to do is after you got your bird, you know, it's dead and you got him all taken care of. I want you to take his out of your backpack or your vest. Take your paper towel, because your head's going to be all shot and bloody. And the next thing too, we kind of need to back up just a second, but to ensure you the best quality mount is you want to try to get that bird's head either up in a standing position like this or where he's out gobbling to where your shot is going to hit this part of his head being here or being out here to where we don't tear up and minimize the damage to these feathers as we possibly can. But anyway, like I say, take your paper towel or your toilet paper and just take that, Steve, and just like I say, your head's gonna be all bloody. You take it and just kind of wipe all that blood and body fluids off that bird. Take it and just kind of wrap that head up real good with the paper towel. Then come back and take your Ziploc bag. This is doing a couple of three things, people. Take your Ziploc bag, Ziploc him up, take your piece of string, tie that up and secure that. It's actually doing two or three things. Like I say, now when you pick that bird up, put him over your back to carry him out, like I say, it's doing a couple of things. All those body fluids and blood are being contained in this bag, not getting over all the feathers or all over you. I don't know what it is, but to me it's an acid burn from the acid in the blood and the body fluids. We get on these feathers, and I mean I put them through some pretty harsh washes to try to get that out. And sometimes the feathers just don't come out and be nice and smooth. Then when you get back to your home, or if you happen to be camping out or in the woods, come back, take all this off, and basically redo it and re-clean it all up with some clean paper towels and clean Ziploc bag. Another thing that you need to do is when you get back to your home or your base camp and you're getting everything all ready, you know, to bring your bird to the taxidermist, is take his tail and close his tail up, compress it as close as you can, sandwich it between two pieces of cardboard and kind of tape that down. So now we've got our head contained where the body fluids aren't getting on the bird. We've got our tail nice and closed up. So when you put it in the freezer or transporting, it's in here to where your quills aren't getting bent and broke. Probably the last thing you need to do is take this head, and if any way possible, if it's going to be in the freezer for any given length of time, take his head and kind of stick it back up under his wing, close that wing down, compress everything all back together, put it in a big zip or a big garbage bag, you know, and close it. And if you don't compact this tail together, Steve, a lot of times, and you know, you've hunted together over a number of years, and 9 times out of 10, guys, in April and May, it's damp, it's rainy, it's wet, and if your bird's wet at all, like I say, if you put that bird in a big garbage bag and you got part of his tail sticking out, you put him in the freezer, 9 times out of 10 it's going to suck up against the side of the freezer or a package of hamburger or deer burger or whatever you got in the freezer. a month, 6 weeks later, you get hold of me. You're all excited about coming down and seeing me. I know what you're going to do. You're going to reach in there. You're going to find those legs of that bird. You're going to yank him out. What's happened? You've done tore off part of your tail. So like I say, just, a few minutes of prep time for you guys, in the field or when you get back to your home. It's going to, ensure you the best quality to mount as possible. There again, this bird is the 2011 NWTF Grand National Best of Show bird. So, there again, it all starts with a good quality bird in your 5 to 10 minutes prep time. So hope to see all you guys, this spring. Have a good, safe season, and God bless everyone.